3, 2, 1. Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Wolfie here. We are back now. Today, the first thing you can do on this video is hit that like and a subscribe. I will love you guys forever. And if you can hit that thumbs up, I will love you guys forever even more. Now, I've never really done one. Well, I mean, I have, but like, not really. Now, today we are going to be doing a player review on Saint Maximin, is I think how you say his name. I did go and buy him for 900 grand. And first off, I'm new to the whole player review, so whether or not this video does well or not is irrelevant. I will be reviewing FUT Birthday Saint Maximin, Rushford, FUT Birthday Griezmann, and FUT Birthday Hazard, and FUT Birthday Lozano, because even though like I'm a pro player and stuff like that, I do want my content to be very diverse, so I don't want to be just stuck down in one lane, if that makes sense. So in today's video, I am going to be reviewing Saint Maximin. I did have a sniper or a deadeye chem style. I don't even know what chem style I got on him. But yeah, it's irrelevant because I don't really believe in chem styles anyway. Now, all of these games that you are seeing are in Division 1 rivals, so we are playing against very good players. Now, first off, I just want to say a little bit like we were playing Saint Maximin, or I'm just going to call him Gucci Gang, okay? We were playing him up front, and I don't think we were playing him striker, like as a solo striker in a 4-2-3-1. I don't think that's his best position flat out, okay? I think his best position is 100 million billion trillion % is suited to a Ram or a Lam, or a left mid or right mid in a 4-4-2, or Ram or Lam in a 4-2-3-1. I was just playing him as a striker in a 4-2-3-1 because you see here, hit him with the elastico, bang, near post. I just wanted to play him striker in a 4-2-3-1 because when I'm reviewing these players, I feel like the way I play, striker in a 4-2-3-1 is the main player in my team. So I want to see, especially with Saint Maximin, I wanted to see, was his finishing good? You know what I'm saying? And one thing I will say, his finishing was actually quite good. You see these finishes here and stuff like that. A big key thing that I noticed with Gucci Gang was how quickly he entered and exited skill moves. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. He was entering and exiting skill moves so quickly. I've never even seen anything like it before, ever. Honestly, man, he was so quick off the mark. It was a joke. But his finishing was inconsistent. It's one thing I will say. He does have 83 finishing, which isn't the best. You see that? That's a delusional save, by the way. Like, he should be scoring that, but, like, that's informed Pepe Reina, yeah? Like, how the fuck is he... Excuse my language. How on earth is he saving that, like, period? You know what I mean? But one thing I noticed, you see here, these clips are in here for a reason. When you come up against someone that's bigger than him, if you kind of get what I'm saying, like in terms of defender, he does get bullied very quick. But taking all that into consideration, when you do the elastico, etc. like there and shoot near post, his finishing off the elastico, so like, because you could do the elastico so quickly with him because of his high agility and high balance, my God, was he a good player, man. Honestly, I've never really seen a player like it before, but he was unbelievable. Like, obviously, me using him as a striker or in a 4-2-3-1, it's not his best position, and I know that. But I wanted to see Saint Maximin. Was his 83 finishing a turn-off in terms of the card? And in my opinion, it was. The 5-star weak foot is huge. You see that? I actually even green that, and he still doesn't go in. And I'm just convinced it's because of the weak foot, man. Like, in terms of just his low finishing and stuff like that, I'm convinced that's what it is. You see, he does battle for the shirt, though, and then he does, yet again, hit the post. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of those near post shots, etc. They were very, very, very inconsistent. And don't get me wrong, I actually really do think this card is a very fun card to use. In terms of just general enjoyment, I think he's one of the most fun cards I've ever used. Because of how quickly he enters and exits skill moves, it's just a joy to behold. And here, look. Sometimes you just need to stand still in the box, by the way, chat, and then hit him with the McGeady spin. Bang. Near post. OP, baby. Absolutely wrecked him. Sometimes people panic in the box. Especially when you're in the box as an attacker. They're defending, so they're panicking. A little bit of advice. Sometimes, just take a chill pill. Just stand there. Sometimes you create space just by standing still. A little bit of a key thing I've learned on FIFA. And, of course, the McGeady spin just to make it look that extra sexy, of course. But in terms of value, do I think this card is worth 1 million coins? Absolutely no way in a million years. You keep seeing, he does get bullied by defenders a lot, by the way. What is that team that we're like, what? You know, this is what I mean, by the way. We're playing in Div 1 rivals here. We're not playing no kiddie fit. You know, we're not playing no kids. We're playing big boys that are here to win, you know. But in terms of just general enjoyment in the card, 10 out of 10. Like, honestly, probably the most fun card I've used this year. But there is a big but. Look, you see here, like, this should be going. I know the keeper saves it, but look, this is the 83 finishing. It does let him down. And it's only as I'm watching it back, actually, that I remember just how inconsistent his finishing really was in these games. And obviously, a lot of you won't be playing him striker. So, because of that, I actually would recommend this card because of this exact reason. You see here, when you're working down the byline, there's no one better on the game. Because he's so agile and stuff like that, the way he can enter and exit skill moves is a joy. So, as a Ram or a Lam in a 4-2-3-1, or a left mid and right mid in a 4-4-2, or like a left mid and right mid in a 3-5-2, I would 1,000,000 trillion billion % recommend this card. You see here, look, ball roll, near post, far post finesse, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of just, would I recommend this card? For 1,000,000 coins, no. No, and I mean that. But if you're someone like me that on, like, for example, on the pay to win account, coins aren't really an issue. You see here, look, you're just dancing, bang. Like, honestly, just general enjoyment of the card. 10 out of 10. I cannot fault. I'd probably put his finishing down at about a 6 or a 7 out of 10. His finishing really wasn't the best at all, and I really do mean that. And even, it just goes to show how much irrelevant chem styles are, because apparently he should have 99 finishing with a Deadeye chem style that I've got on him. He ain't got 99 finishing, trust me. you know, I've used cards with 99 finishing. This Gucci Gang is not one of them with 99 finishing. And you see here, though, if you want a card that you just want to doss about with down the wings, do skill moves, etc., honestly, he's your card, I promise you. He's so fun to use. Again, here, like, even green that, and it doesn't go in. Like, come on. You know, just, I promise you, as a striker, don't even think about it, honestly. Just don't even think about it. As a striker, stay well away. As a Ram or a Lam in a 4-2-3-1, 100%, get him in your team. You will absolutely love him. You see here, look. I don't know. Should he be finishing that? I know his team of the year Delict on the line doing a block, but I think he should be finishing that all in on. But he's here, again, near post, though. Near post on his weak foot. He's apparently got 5-star weak foot, chat and YouTube. That should be going in. But I remember we do score this one, I think, near post. I tried to hit him with the Elastico, but it just didn't work. And all of a sudden, that goes in. One thing I will say is, though, his shot power was immense. So, in terms of, like, there, you see he hasn't got much of a backlift, but the shot still flies into the bottom corner. It's because I think he does have, like, 96 or 97 shot power, I think. So, because of that, he does score a lot more than possibly his 83 finishing would suggest, just because of the shot power. And that's for the 5-star weak foot, again. 5-star, 5-star is arguably the biggest thing you can have on a card. And so obviously, Gucci Gang's got it in abundance. 5-star, 5-star. Absolutely tremendous player. In terms of just how much would I recommend him? You'll see at the end, you'll see like pros and cons overall. I think this is the last game we actually play with Gucci Gang. I think we played one more, which was just a friendly that you won't see the records of. How long we got? We got 3 minutes? 8 minutes? Yeah, we'll be alright. But in terms of like the perfect position for him, I'm possibly going to be using him on the pay to win this weekend as a Ram in a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, I didn't think my Shapeshifter Ronaldo did that well this weekend. And one thing I noticed, the gameplay in Rivals isn't clean, isn't smooth, is it? So because of that, just me even just left stick dribbling and stuff like that with Gucci Gang was like impeccable. So he's the type of player, Gucci Gang, that if you're using him in the weekend league, you know, when you got that shit gameplay, you've got the bad gameplay, you're trying to drag yourself through it, I promise you, he will still perform. He will still perform through the bad gameplay, and I genuinely mean that. He was an absolute joy and behold. He did score 9 goals in 5 games. But I promise you, like, you'll see the next review, the next video that's going to go live is Rushford. Like, you'll just see the difference between Rushford and Saint Maximin, and you'll be shocked, I promise. Like, you'll be shocked. You see that? Like, there, if that's anyone else but Gucci Gang with his 83 finishing, that's a goal. You know, near post, OP, stuff like that, that's a goal, I promise you. This is where he's in his own lane, though. Like, in terms of just skill moves, etc., how quickly he enters and exits skill moves is, like, honestly, a joy to behold. And here's that shot power. Look, you see how quickly that just flies into the bottom corner. Honestly, his shot power is a 10 out of 10. And he does score a lot more because of the shot power. I know I've said that, but I just want to get that point across. He does score a lot more because of the shot power than what his 83 finishing would suggest. Like, you can use a lot of cards with 83 finishing and they'll score a lot less than Gucci Gang because of the shot power. Does that make sense? And he probably should be scoring that. But one big con that I didn't like was just how much he would get bodied by defenders. Like, if you have a Virgil van Dijk or stuff like that, he is a bit of a weakling, and he is. Like, there's no denying that at all. And it's kind of annoying, but...
You saw me walking along the beach.
Hold on. Is it...
freezing. You watched me turn around the headline.
Hold on, I've got an ad.
Tide. Cut me off.
I've got an ad from Spotify. This is such a B-Tech YouTube video. But in terms of just how quickly he can... You see there? Look, bang. That's down to that goal right there is purely just down to the shot power, and I genuinely mean that. And I hate I haven't got Spotify Premium. That ad has really just annoyed me. But you'll see now at the end here, you will see the pros and cons of Saint Maximin that he did have. So I just want to go through just off the top of my head. His pros was he was very good on the ball. How quickly he enters and exits skill moves was impeccable, and his shot power is unbelievable. He will score so many goals just because of the shot power. The finishing's almost not irrelevant, but the 83 finishing isn't as much of a bad point just because of the shot power, if that makes sense. And his cons were that he gets bullied by the big defenders. His inconsistent finishing, even though he's a 5-star player, his inconsistent finishing is very noticeable. And he does hit the post a hell of a lot. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up and a subscribe. And the Rushford review will be live tomorrow as you're watching this. And overall, 9 out of 10. I would recommend him. At the end of the day, we play FIFA to have fun. So I'd recommend him for that reason. And I will see you next time. Peace.